morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you were watching the last vlog, you would know that I had a little procedure on my shoulder in just a little day surgery kind of thing. And thank you so much for all your nice messages. I was a little bit stressed out that day, but as always, it's usually just your thinking that's worse than the actual thing itself. And it went really well. It's been a little bit painful this week, so I haven't been at the gym at all because he said to not do any kind of movement and stretch it, but I have been doing my treadmill walks. So I've been doing that every single day just to get in some movement, but I haven't lifted any weights or anything. And I'm definitely not lifting any groceries or anything on that arm either until I go back tomorrow, which will be Thursday, just to get the dressings taken off. They're going to have a look at it, but I feel like it's been healing well, but I do think the scar is bigger than what I was anticipating because I can kind of feel it through the dressing, and I don't know, we'll just see how it ends up looking, but I trust that they did a really good job. So I thought I would sit down and do a little bit of a quick unboxing for something that I bought. But today I want to do a laundry makeover because that's been one room in our house that is really neglected since day one. I just had a leftover laundry basket. We kind of jammed a whole bunch of stuff in there and it really doesn't work for that room. And I feel like there's some leftover areas of your house that could just be organized a lot better, and that's something that I really enjoy doing, is properly organizing a space so that it just functions and doesn't create any frustration. So that's what we're going to be doing. I've bought a whole bunch of organization pieces, little cubes and boxes and new laundry baskets and things like that, so I can style up that whole space. So before we do that, I did get a little Amazon delivery, and that is this one, which if you see me make coffee all the time and you know that I use coffee grounds in that particular machine and not freshly ground coffee, then you're probably also thinking, why are you just keeping it in a little glass jar? Purely aesthetic purposes that I had that little coffee station set up, but I have realized recently that it just doesn't taste as fresh when you take it out of the packet and kind of decant it into that little jar. So I wanted to get like a properly sealed, purpose-built coffee jar, and I also had decaf sitting over there because we went through a little bit of a phase where Jazz would have some decaf, or maybe I would even have that in the afternoon, but we mostly just have our nice morning coffees now and just have tea in the afternoon. So thought I would get myself this little container. This was just $27 on Amazon, and on the top of it, it's got the sort of months of the year as well. So you can set that even to know when you put the coffee in there and how fresh it would be. And it's also got a little section here for the date as well. So I just thought that was a really good idea. And also just knowing now that it's going to be actually sealed inside the jar is a great idea, because I don't want to be having coffee that isn't super fresh anymore. So this is a lot better. It's a properly closed off vacuum sealed jar, and it's stainless steel on the inside as well. And it also came with a new little scoop, which is probably nicer than the one that I've got at the moment as well. It's just got this little scoop to be able to get out my coffee with. So I thought may as well go and restyle that coffee area, and I'm going to go and grab the new bag. I've got so many bags from Industry Beans. I did a collab with them a little while ago, and truly it must have been like a year's worth of coffee or something that they sent me. So I was very lucky with that because I absolutely love Industry Beans. If you're from Melbourne or even Brisbane, I think have Industry Beans cafes now. You've probably been there. So I like the all-time brew, but I've just run out of that one. So I might do Rose Street next, I think, because that was my second favorite. This is the old coffee jar that I was using, so I think I might just take the label off that for now, but it would be nice if I could find my Dymo labeler. I actually don't know where I put it since moving house, but I would like to make a new little label that can go onto this container as well. That looks so much better as well. It's so much tidier in the space than having that old coffee station, and now I know that my coffee is going to be actually fresh, so I'm really happy with that little upgrade. I will try and link it down below. I just bought it from the Amazon Australia, just someone's little shop front, so hopefully you guys can find it if you want to get something like that as well. Okay, now that that's sorted, I thought I would sit down and show you the bits and pieces that I got, majority of it from Kmart and also from one beautiful brand who has supplied me a couple of laundry products for today's video. So I thought I'd show you what I'm kind of planning for the space, and then I'll show you the space, because It's a disaster, and I just want to show you in its current form so we can truly appreciate the glow up at the end of the video. First problem is honestly just having my one washing basket, and now that there are two people living in a house together, it's a very complicated kind of situation, and I've just kind of said we should do lights and darks and maybe even have an overflow basket for colors, but Jazz kind of wants his own thing because he's an angel and he doesn't want me doing his own laundry, so that's really nice. So I think we might end up with more like a his and hers kind of situation, but I'm also just open to having it split out by the loads of washing because I honestly don't care. I just think it makes more sense if you're putting on a light load to just throw in whosever things are whites or lights or whatever you're doing. But I got two of these. They're the Linen Look laundry hamper with a little bamboo frame from Kmart. They're 38 centimeters high by 33 wide and 33 deep. So having two of these is already going to give me a little bit extra storage than what we currently get out of my basket that's in there. So grabbed two of those, and I also grabbed two of these baskets because there's a couple of shelves that sit above the cupboards and things as well. So these are the little beige felt collapsible baskets, and they're 40 centimeters wide by 23 centimeters high. And I'll build both of these and put them together so we can see how it looks. But obviously I just wanted to have a very neutral, clean sort of look in there because laundries can get kind of messy. So I just wanted to keep it all monotone and just really, really clean looking. I also got a new laundry powder container. This is also from Kmart. It even came with a little scoop in the bottom and it's pretty big. So I quite liked that because I've got one of the old metal laundry powder containers and it's just getting a little bit rusted, so I thought it was time for an upgrade, and this one is a little bit more aesthetic, so I thought what a perfect little solution to have my laundry powder in that. Next up, I got this beautiful hamper delivered from the brand Earthwise. I'm going to link them in the description box down below so that you can have a look through their product range, but basically, we were talking about doing a laundry makeover and I knew that I wanted to do one anyway, and Earthwise were kind enough to send me a hamper so that I could try their whole laundry range. So you can actually purchase these products either online or also at Woolworths, which is really convenient because everyone has a Woolies near them. But the message behind it was effectively just having household products that weren't damaging and harming the environment with all of the harsh chemicals. So that's something I can definitely get behind. Earthwise has actually been around since 1967, which is a really, really long time. And this one is the plant-powered cleaning action. So naturally derived enzymes. This is orange and eucalyptus. I love eucalyptus scent. I was going to say flavor, but that is definitely the wrong thing when we're talking about a laundry product. So I've got these. I have 2 bottles of that actually, which will be really great for the laundry just to do a bit of a restock. And I also have 2 packets of these, which are the 3-in-1 powered cleaning action tablets. So they do quite look like what you put in your dishwasher, but rest assured these are for laundry. So they're suitable for both top and front loaders, and they're just great to have these eco-friendly products. Tough on stains, fresh fragrance, free from all the nasties, and I need to get another cute little container to store these in because I've got 2 packets full of them, and I'm really interested to try these on my clothing. So it says for less than 7 kilos, you just put in 1 tablet, but for more than 7 kilos, or if it's a bit of a dirty load of washing, you can put in 2. So I'll have to find a nice little spot to pop those. They also sent me a couple of dryer balls as well. We actually don't have a dryer currently, but we are looking for one because being in Melbourne, it is pretty difficult to get your things to dry in the middle of winter, but I have seen people use those. And they also kindly sent me a whole bunch of wash bags, which are great for all of your little delicate items. I've been using wash bags for a million years since my mum got me onto them for any lingerie and swimwear and all of those little things that can kind of get caught up in your laundry. I was just about to pack down my camera and move into the laundry, and then I realized I didn't show you this piece that I got from Kmart, which is so great. You will have seen me do an abstract art, and that was one of my most viral videos. I think it got like 300,000 views or something crazy, but I got rid of them when I moved house because they didn't really match the new space, but then I was kind of missing it. So I don't know if this is showing up properly with the daylighting and the contrast and things on camera, but Kmart just came out with this $26 abstract art. It's an A2 size frame, and I just thought this was perfect because it's in a beige color, so it's going to fit with my neutral tones in the laundry. It also has an oaked frame, and we've got oaked floors here, so this is going to be another really nice addition and just something really subtle to add a little bit more character to that space, because I don't think that you can't have art in every room of your home. I think it's a perfect little addition to spruce it up. So I'm going to get ahead and build these little baskets, and then we can jump into the laundry. that is all done. I just made up the little felt hampers and the baskets. These were both super easy to make. They just kind of fold into each other, and then this basket just had the 4 little pieces of bamboo that you kind of stick up into the corners and then Velcro tight. So I am ready to go into the laundry and do this makeover. So our laundry is just in the hallway and it is behind this little sliding door. So I have been leaving that closed recently just to not deal with the mess, but honestly, this is our current situation, a very, very overflowing clothes basket in here, and that's just an original Kmart wired basket. Maybe some of you have the same one. We've got a couple of storage cupboards down below, just a washing machine because we don't have a dryer. So this is the spot where I'm thinking of putting the art. Our stepladder just needs to go away into a cupboard somewhere. That really just shouldn't be there. And then these are the 2 existing shelves. It seems like Jazz has taken over and put a few of his shoes up here, and we just have a bunch of towels and like some beach thing and just miscellaneous stuff really in this room. So it very desperately needs a makeover. So I'm just going to clear all of this out now, and first things first, I can replace the washing basket. Just to give you a better idea on scale, this is the size of those baskets, and they do conveniently have some little handles on them so you can pick them up and even take them to the laundromat if you have to. So this is a lot more capacity in terms of the height as well than what we currently have. This is the old washing basket and I still really like it, so I've just pulled the bag out and realigned it, and I think that I might even keep it here for towels and big bulky items as a little bit of an overflow. But these are the 2 new washing baskets, which already makes a huge difference. They are so much taller and they have a lot more capacity. So all of that messy clothing now fits within these 2 washing baskets. I've taken the ironing board off that first shelf and I actually just popped it down the side here because there was a bunch more room, and it just makes sense to keep it in a spot that's really accessible and not underneath something. So now I have added those 2 felt cubes on to this first shelf here, and I actually think that makes a huge difference as well. That's where we kind of keep some spare clean towels and spare clean bed sheets. So now it's kind of looking more like this, which again is a lot more organized than usual. And I even just stacked Jazz's shoes back on top there because we don't really have any need for that top shelf. So I already think this is looking so much better. Now I just need to figure out how I'm going to get that art on the wall. I think I might need to wait for him to come home to help me to put up some hanging nails and things because it's actually quite heavy, but I also do have the cupboard space to go into. So if I show you what I've got in here at the moment, this is just where we keep our spare toilet paper. We've got a bunch of laundry products, and this is the old washing powder container that I have. So I do want to get some sort of organization for all of these things, and we also need to restock on all of our household essentials. So I'm going to head out and do that now, and then I can come back and finish off the laundry. This is the container I found. I thought that would be the perfect size. I don't know if it'll fit both packets in there, but at least it will fit one in the meantime. This little basket from the PR parcel actually came in really handy. I wasn't sure if it would fit in this cupboard because it is quite narrow, but turns out it fits perfectly and will still allow the door to close. So I thought that can be the perfect little spot to keep our spare loo rolls. So I'm just going to fill that up as well. This is what I've ended up with in the cupboard now. So I've got my Earthwise products. We've got the laundry liquid over here. I've got the little wash pods in this container here that only just fit one packet, but that is completely fine because it's probably better to keep them in the sealed bag so they don't go off. And then I have this one of some sensitive laundry powder as well. So I think that has turned out really nicely, and it's so much more organized in this space now, just clearing out all of the other products. That is all done now. So last thing to do is hang up the wall art here. So I think I'm gonna have to ask Jazz to do me a favor and we'll just pop some frame hangers into the wall because that art piece is actually quite heavy. It's funny looking at it actually. It is so reminiscent of the ones that I made. So I'm wondering if Kmart got some inspo from my channel, but yeah, I just really like this. I think it's very neutral and nice, and it's going to go well with the other beige accessories in the room as well. that's it from me today. Thank you guys so much for joining me and hanging out while I did a little bit of a laundry makeover and a couple of other things around home just to get my areas really organized. I feel like you can never stop improving your space, and that's kind of why I love making these videos, because any little idea or thing that's kind of annoying in your house, there's always a solution out there, and that laundry space is going to function so much better for us now, and it also looks good enough that we can leave the door open, so that will be a really nice upgrade. But thanks so much for watching. If you are not already subscribed, make sure you hit that button down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.